Going on, guys? What is going on? So today is Sunday. It is the 19th of May. So not really doing much today. I feel like I say that a lot on the weekends. I kind of started off the same way, but that is truly just a day to, like I told you, reflect, kind of get all my next week, just kind of like stock ideas, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever I'm going to end up jumping into, how I feel about SPY. Do I feel like it's going to go up? Do I feel like it's going to go down? Just kind of get my overall synopsis on what's going to happen this week or what I think may happen. Some big things that I'll announce probably in the next few days. Just want to make sure everything kind of goes smoothly, but as long as it does, then we'll go ahead and make an announcement. So just stay tuned for that. More importantly, just I finished the ABCs of Money by Andrew Carnegie today. Just an audio book. So pretty solid, 2 to 3 hour book, or hour and hour and 20. So it's a smaller, book, I would imagine. I was able to get through that. Very interesting. Very interesting. The outlook that Andrew has on gold over everything else, but I don't want to spoil it. If you guys want to check that book out, pretty solid. Yeah, we're gonna look at these markets really quickly. Look at gold, why not? Look at US 30 though, most importantly, and then we'll kind of go from there. And then we'll just wrap the video up. So I know it's a quick one today, not a whole lot to talk about, not a whole lot to do, but let's jump into that, and then we'll kind of go from there. All right. All right, let's go. So boom. Okay, now let me throw up the chart quickly. Boom. Okay, now we've got our chart. If you can see, hold on. Zoom you in, move you over. There we go. Sorry guys, I know it's a little bit difficult to see. That's, I feel, the best you're gonna get as far as the chart is concerned. Now this is Tesla though, so let's get into US 30 and then we will call it a day. So here is US 30. Been trading YM, which is just US 30 futures. Been having a good time with it, obviously. Love making money. Right now our trade beta is up, which is solid. So, but we got some other, like I said, big things coming up aside from just a good trading week. So let's mark off our weekly. Let's talk about it. Our weekly on US 30, obviously we're very much bullish. So if I were to grab a box, I'm just going to put weekly, and then I'm going to do daily, then I'm going to do 4 hour, and then I'm going to do 1 hour. Sorry, I know it's super sloppy. Hopefully you guys can see that. Boom. Okay. Now, weekly is bullish, B. Daily is also bullish, B. 4 hour is, shoot. I guess I should put bearish or bullish, huh? So I'm gonna put BL. BL for bull. Alright, and then let's go to the 4 hour, check it out. Bullish. Higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. We've now opened and made a higher high. We should maybe just test for a higher low and continue. So this is also, we go back to the higher time frames where I can see the drawings. And I'm also going to put BL. So look guys, we're already 2 out of 3 of these weekly, daily, and 4 hour are already bullish. So 1 hour could tell us it's a temporary counter trend, meaning it's going down even though we have an overall bullish, but even that doesn't. This is still higher highs, higher lows, and we are making our way right on up. So this is also bullish on the 1 hour, BL on the 1 hour. The other chart's like in a different area, so just, bear with me. But, so we're gonna go back to the weekly really quickly. Okay, we're gonna delete that, get this out of the way, get these drawings out of the way. All right, now we're going to draw our, let's get these out of the way. Wow. Let's go back. All right, now we're going to draw our weekly levels. So just bear with me. Let's say these are our weekly levels. All right, now we're going to go to the 4 hour. Pretty much skip the daily because I don't want it to be too crowded. These levels look pretty solid, I must say. So you got a couple 4 hour levels in here. As you know, I like to kind of keep these. Weeklies are very strong levels. So that tells me what the deal is as we move right along. There's another kind of minor level here in the middle, if you will. I could put one here. I could also put one right up in here. I might even be able to put one up in here. Yeah, I could put one there. So these are 4 hours. FH, I mean 4H. This one, 4H. This is a weekly. No. Yeah, that's a weekly. I think. That is a weekly. This is also weekly. Okay. That. These other ones are also weeklies. I didn't mark any down here yet, so weekly. And this is also a weekly. Oops. Weekly. All right, so again, guys, I won't bore you too much more. We've got 1 hour left to go over. So obviously we've got levels in between here. So now you're just looking for like supply and demand zones between like these levels, right? Like here and here. Or here in this case, right where price currently is. I'm going to draw a rectangle right here at the bottom where demand is. And then I'm going to copy that same figure. And then I'm going to do one right at the top where it's hit once before. Now it's kind of bouncing off of. So again, in the next, day or so, we'll get to find out. Is price, high enough? And we have more of a, okay, wait a minute. People want to see this push back down to demand, or are we going to just get a strong and possibly and potentially there's news catalysts that can continue to make this market can go up? So let's see if we have anything tomorrow. No. Tuesday. You've got CP. Just kidding. No, you don't. That's Canadian dollar. You got FOMC meetings minutes meeting on the 22nd, which is Wednesday. Then you've also got unemployment claims on Thursday. And then on Friday, you've got revised UOM, consumer sentiment. So you got a couple things coming up, but it is on the back half of the week. If I had to, again, remember, we're making a hypothesis here. If this, in fact, is, back week, how do I want to say this? If we're backloaded on the week as far as news goes, and like that is usually catalyst that makes the market move in a very, very certain way. Right now we're in a range, as you can see, right? And this is on the 1 hour. I'm looking at the 15-minute to look at more details, but chances are we push back down, get into this demand zone again, and then you figure this is a day's worth, which could potentially be for tomorrow. After you get done with this day, we start pushing down here to this 39,860 area. And then do we trickle around here? Do we potentially fall underneath here? Then now we're hitting around Wednesday because maybe it hovers here. We get major bank or institution buyers popping in, start to push this thing back up above the demand zone, or once was demand zone, push up back to supply, and then potentially past that. You know what I'm saying? And start getting to even newer highs than we've already previously touched. So it's really just, this is speculation for anybody and everybody who is new to the market or is experiencing the market. Anybody who knows what they're talking about will tell you that there's no way of you knowing this. The best minds in the game will tell you there's no way of you knowing this for sure. So I could be dead wrong and it could go up. But what do pros do that other traders seem to, I guess, fail on is cut your, losses short and get out of it and be okay with losing and not have your ego attached, and then letting winners run. When they're correct about their bet, being able to double down, triple down, quadruple down on those particular wins. Obviously with proper risk-reward ratio, protecting your money and your capital. That is what it really comes down to, just capital preservation. So here we are. This thing could very well push back down in here. It's starting to test this level. If we get up below this, maybe we fill this gap and then we start to ride down. Or we gap down this way, boom, potentially pushes back up, retest as a newfound resistance, and then we start to do essentially the overall direction I was saying, to the downside, and start working price action to our left to see what levels we would take it at. And that's how we would trade it, is we would just slowly but surely start to work our way in and, sell things by levels and not try to go, oh, well, it's going to go all the way down here to the bottom where the demand zone is, because the reality is you don't know, and you just need to always stay nimble. So, guys, that is essentially it. Not super exciting today. Wanted to make sure that we went over that and what I think is going to happen. We are very, very bullish, as I told you, so I know that that's just one side of reading the tape. But this thing could very well just hit this, what was once a demand zone, now is just found support of that demand zone, and then it turns into a new, stays the demand zone, and then we now find a new supply zone. So it's like, how high are we going to push the market before we start to, okay, this is the new high, and we're going to taper between these levels here. So looking for buys, but the market right now I feel is very much overextended. What is my opinion when money is, not on the line or I'm not in an active trade? So I'm not going to speak too much about it. US 30 is up there. And obviously news right now is not super, super positive. And obviously, they're talking about rate hikes and things like that. Or are we going to stop? Are we going to bring it down? There's a lot of buzz. So let's just wait and see what happens. All I can do as a day trader is just react, is get on either the buy or sell side. And it's not about being, in money, like losing money or making money. It's about being right on what the market believes is true. So I can't be so fixated on it's going to be buys. For sure it's going to be buys. And the market's tanking. It's going down 700 points, 500 points, 300 points, whatever you want to call it. 700 is a bit much. But let's say it's going down 100, 150 points. And I'm just trying to buy it. And I'm like not realizing this market is turning over, like follow the trend. And that is essentially what I'm getting at. Getting better at that, letting the tape kind of talk to me a little bit more, letting things develop, getting more patient. These are the little lessons and nuances that I'm picking up on as time goes. But, understand that this is a process. Again, we're down, another book. We read the ABCs of Money. That was really good. Gonna jump on another book. Don't know what that is yet. Maybe a trading one. I'm always watching trading podcasts, things like that as well. But I just want to make sure that I am, getting the kind of, the repetition that I need in order to have the proper mindset. So guys, have a great day today, or the rest of your night, I should say. It's 8. So this will probably get out by like 9 by the time you guys see it. I always feel like it's I feel like I just ramble on the weekends because there's not a whole lot to talk about. But I just want to let that flow freely too, because again, I want to see where my head was at when I look back at this. So, yeah, I do feel like I'm rambling. US 30, what's going to happen? We don't know. Bitcoin's been taking quite a dive. SPY is SPX, which is very similar to the Dow. But Apex is at, let's talk about it. We'll talk about the balance, and then we will get up out of here. Close her down. $254.9. So 254.9 is what we're at currently. We need to get that one to 275. So let's see what we can find tomorrow and make some plays. All right, guys. Peace.